What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Gnosis. This one is potentially a beast. Like, it's potentially a four-figure coin, as you'll see from the title of this video. I just look at this and go, it's an OG of crypto. You know, it's in a long-term uptrend, similar to like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And while it may not be the most used scaling solution for Ethereum, I think it's good enough with that uptrend that it's going to do something quite good in terms of price, and I'll explain in this video. But before I get into it, if you aren't familiar, this spreadsheet on this is the first 26 coins that I did videos on when I created this channel. And in the videos, I said I'm buying these coins up. I think they're brilliant. And you should too. Not financial advice, of course. And if you put in $100 into each of these coins, when I release the videos, you can see what the prices were recording. And if you sold them in 2021 like I did, $100, just a total investment of $2,600, would have netted you a profit of 123 grand. Quite nice. Now, as I said, I sold these, so then these cryptos I don't own anymore. But if you do want to see the cryptos that I own, you can do. Just head over to copymycrypto.com. On copymycrypto.com, I share with all the members the coins that I'm in. So anytime I buy a coin, I let the members know. Anytime I sell a coin and bank profit, I let the members know. And in particular when I buy a coin as well, you know, I added a couple of coins to my portfolio recently. I explain why I like the coin, the gains I think it can have, the percentage of my money I'm putting in. And literally it's so easy to copy from there because you know exactly what I'm doing. And if that sounds good to you, literally simplifying your crypto investing to that level, then go check the site out. Everything on that site, by the way, is public record, as is the spreadsheet, as is everything on this channel. So you can go through and see exactly what I said and confirm everything you read. And the page probably is going to take you about 10 minutes to read. So if you want to pause the video now, do that and go read the site. Okay, let's talk about Gnosis. Firstly, great that that's such a tiny supply. There's only ever going to be 3 million tokens. Massively in a long-term uptrend. I mean, that's clearly in a long-term uptrend. Experienced a nice pump in its first bull cycle, all the way up to like $400. In the most recent bull cycle that we had, pretty much went up to $600. You know, nice long-term uptrend. Cannot knock that. And here's the thing. So Genesis DAO builds decentralized infrastructure for Ethereum. And in the previous bull cycle, XDAI and the Genesis DAO community voted to combine their ecosystems to create the Genesis chain, which is an Ethereum forerunner companion. And that is there to address scaling issues for Ethereum. So the Genesis chain is the EVM chain for stable transactions. So that's the Ethereum virtual machine. That's the execution layer, the Ethereum virtual machine chain. And it uses the XDAI token to pay for transactions. And what I quite like about this is they actually created a faucet so that people can use it. So the Genesis mission has always been centered around experimentation and building of decentralized infrastructure. And when it was founded in 2015, it focused on building prediction markets. However, it became clear that they needed to build infrastructure that would support their sort of prediction markets. Genesis Safe was then born out of necessity. As a DAO, Genesis uses the products that it creates to transparently guide decisions on the development, support, and governance of its ecosystem. And Genesis Safe is a multi-sig. You've got Cow Protocol, which was formerly Cow Swap, and Genesis Protocol. It's got conditional tokens, which are your prediction markets. It's got the Genesis auction, and it's got Zodiac, which is like a tooling for creating DAOs. These are all products that have been created and incubated by Genesis. And their success in the bull cycle and kind of recently comes from the sort of spin out of the Cow protocol that was and the formation, of SafeDAO. And you know what? I mean, again, this isn't going to be a coin that's held by that many because of the price. So I think there's probably about 17 or 18,000, something like that. 17,683 holders as of right now. And yeah, I mean, it's just, this is an interesting one because there's not a lot of volume that goes through. It's good, more than good enough. But because of its high price point, you just don't really see a lot of holders. And you're not seeing a lot of website visits. You're not seeing a lot of people jumping aboard. So that's worth noting as well. As I said, they've got a faucet, so it will allow you to get hold of some XDAI, as I said, and you just go there, get gas from faucet. And yeah, look, I mean, what I like is at the moment, you know, gas fees not too bad on Genesis at all. They have validators everywhere. The yield for staking is nearly 16%, which is pretty damn good. If you are a holder, always worth staking. And there's no, and you know, you're going to own your own keys, so there's no issues there. Obviously, you can nominate a validator to do it. They also have self-governance because they're a DAO, so everyone participates in decision making. Obviously, you do end up with those with a bigger holdings having a bigger voice, but there's always going to be a problem with DAOs, so that's usually the problem. They also have POAPs, which are proof of attendance protocol. And these are redeemable non-fungible tokens proving that you've attended an event, whether virtually or in person. And I quite like that as an idea. 5 million of them have been minted on the Genesis chain so far. And that is a real legitimate use case of an NFT. That's a very, very good use case of an NFT. They've also got Dark Forest, which is a strategy game that's built on-chain. Also have Azuro, which is a leading decentralized sort of betting protocol. Again, very, very nice. And they do have some decent stuff. They don't have a ton of products though, but they do continue to work on that. So I do expect this to grow, but there needs to be more dApps, or there needs to be a sort of, I don't know, like an ecosystem fund for developers, which I've not seen any evidence of as of yet. I mean, having a little scroll through the site. Rich and diverse ecosystem where builders and hackers come to experiment. And there is something interesting and exciting about sort of experimentation, you know? Same thing. Okay. So the Genesis chain, yeah, I mean, to be fair, maybe I was a bit too dismissive of this. That's not a bad ecosystem at all. We've got plenty of DeFi stuff, community engagement stuff. I just wouldn't put that in. I really wouldn't. It's no point. There's genuinely no point putting it in. They've got plenty of DAOs up and running, UBI payments, here's your games. All very, very straightforward. Like, this is, I mean, I look at Genesis and I look at what they've cultivated the most of, and DeFi by far and away is the thing that they've grown the most. But I would be looking at that going, gaming's probably one that they want to push on a bit more. I'd sack off prediction markets, honestly. Prediction markets just aren't used that much. compared to some of the options of things you can develop that are out there. But yeah, I mean, that's not bad at all, to be fair. That's not bad at all. And like I said, you know, to get a faucet going so that people can more easily use the network. I like that. And yeah, look, long-term uptrend, OG of crypto. They pivoted at the right time so that they didn't focus solely on prediction markets. Otherwise, they'd just been another auger. I like it. I like it, and I actually think this could do $1,000. It really could. Like, when you put it into context, that would put it a market cap of 2.5 billion. That's not actually that insane at all. I'd expect this to have at least $1 billion, you know, so it need another 4x just to get to that. That puts it at 400. I think this can do 2.5 billion as a market cap. I think this can be a $1,000 coin. They've got enough about them. They've got enough about them. They've got that small supply. And there is a real it's interesting in the crypto market because there's an attraction to a massive supply for retail, because retail go, oh, what if it hits $1? You know, that's how Doge became a thing and Shiba became a thing. But the counter is also true. Like, those with tiny supplies can really do something. Look at Yearn Finance. So, yeah, I think this could hit 1,000. I mean, logically, it went up 50% from 2018 peak bull cycle to 2021. So if it did another 50%, you know, then it'd be $900. Or you could go the other way and go, well, it pumped 200, went from 400 to 600, so maybe it will just go to 800 in the next bull cycle. But I don't know, when it gets that close to $1,000 target point, I think it will just hit it. Which is why I'm saying, yeah, $1,000, I think. Yeah, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think this can do a $1,000 run? Yay or nay? Let me know. And yeah, if you're a returning viewer, by the way, hit the subscribe button. So if you do that, what will happen is at least these videos will be easier for you to find. They'll be more likely to be, you know, a video that auto plays down the line. You know, even if you're watching something completely different to crypto. So do that. It will mean you don't miss videos, and also it helps the channel, which is a really good thing. And last thing, guys, if you want to see the cryptos that I own right now, head over to copymycrypto.com and read that site. Every single thing on that site is public record. Everything can be confirmed. You know, as I said, this spreadsheet looks at the first 26 coins that I did videos on, and in those videos I said I was buying these coins. And you can see, you can go back to the videos, you can find what the prices were recording, although it's clearly written on the spreadsheet. You can also find out what their highs were in the following bull cycle, which again, clearly written on the spreadsheet. You can see the gains from just $100 per coin. Now, the way I picked all these coins is the same way that I've picked all the new coins that I'm in, the cryptos that I think are going to do bigger and better runs than these. And if you want to see them and you want to find out about them, then go read copymycrypto.com. It will take you all of 10 minutes. And if you like what you read, maybe I'll see you there. And that's it from me, guys. Have a lovely day. Take it easy. Bye-bye.